All right, it's time for Travel and Me in 23, and today she's here to debunk some common misconceptions we all have about travel. Please welcome back the host of PBS series, Samantha Brown's Places to Love, Samantha Brown. Good to see you, Samantha Brown.
Nice
So these are all myths.
These are all myths, or maybe they're not. And I'm here to say yay or nay.
You're going to tell us.
I'm going to tell you. And the first myth is that travel is too expensive and it's a luxury. And that is a total myth. Travel is about connecting with the loved ones, our loved ones. It's about, recharging our own mental batteries, and you can do that no matter what your budget. So your big ticket items are airplane tickets, airfare, as well as accommodations.
Hotels.
But if we're doing road trips in our own home state, we're saving thousands of dollars, as well as aggravation, because we all know what it's like to fly these days.
Right.
Accommodations, do you know there are sites where you can actually sign up for and then home swap? You can
What do you mean,
swap.
home swap?
So I'm gonna swap with Kelly's home because I heard the bathroom's really good.
It's a good choice.
I want your home.
It is nice.
So you sign up for the service, you pay for it, you get vetted, and then I'm gonna look for homes that not only that I like, but also have similar aged children. So now when I fly to London, I'm gonna stay in a home that already has cribs.
Right, everything's taken care of.
They all have, so you can home swap,
great
and then
idea.
it's totally free, and you're not hauling everything over.
Let me know what her house is like.
House sitting, you can do a house sitting if you're pet sitting, that sort of thing. So there's ways to save money.
Right,
So what about the best way to book a flight? I've always been told that you have to book months in advance to get the best fare.
Yeah, it's that's kind of true. That's kind of not a myth these days.
That's not a myth.
That's not a myth.
Okay.
You can still get last-minute deals, but that's a big risk if you're buying more than one ticket, which a lot of us are. If you're buying for a family,
right.
Exactly. So essentially, the rule is if you're flying internationally, you want to book 8 to 6 months in advance for that best price. So right now, if you're thinking about going to Europe, you need to be booking a flight
right now. Right.
If you're for summer travel domestically, 4 to 2 months out. That's your sweet spot. But here's my little trick. I always click through to the seat map of the flight that I'm looking at to see what's been booked. If the plane is relatively empty, that price is going to come down. The airlines haven't monitored it yet.
They haven't seen it.
They haven't seen it, and they're not changing the price based on how popular that flight is. Once it's 50%, now I'm going to be more active and checking back every day. 70%, I'm booking that fare. It's not going to get any cheaper.
Okay, what about round-trip tickets cheaper than 2 one-way tickets? Is that a myth?
That's not really a myth.
No?
If it's a round-trip fare that the airline is putting out as a special deal, that is the cheapest flight. However, if you have an exorbitantly rated, priced flight, I will price out 2 different air carriers to see which one can bring me down back cheaper. So yeah, it's just a little bit of research on your end.
People also say that it's best to board early with your children for a flight. Is that a myth?
Total myth. Okay.
I heard about this.
I have 10-year-old twins. I've been flying with them since they were 2 months old. This is what we did. My husband, partner number 1, pre-boards, uses the pre-board to load all the gear in. I would wait with my kids in the gate area until the last person of the last zone goes into the jetway. I even see them disappearing into the jetway. Then I walk my kids on board. We get them settled. Hopefully in 10 minutes, the plane leaves. If you use the pre-board for your young children, you are boarding them at the most stressful part of the plane ride. People are stressed. They're shoving bags in the overhead bins. The little child takes all that in, and what do? You reach a cruising altitude of 35,000 feet, and they release it. And we've all been there, Kelly. I know.
I mean, why wasn't Samantha booked here 20 years ago? When this could have benefited me in some way?
Sorry.
All right,
that's on Gelman.
Yeah,
I would have been here.
You're right. You know what? I'm sorry, Mark.
All right, all-inclusive cruises. Are they all-inclusive?
Not really, but they still include a lot. So basically with that price of the cruise, you get room, you get board, which is all your meals in the buffet, as well as the dining hall, and entertainment. What's not included? Excursions, alcohol, specially Frappuccino drinks, that sort of thing. But you still get a lot in the price of a cruise.
It's a good value, but be ready for some add-ons there. Yeah. All right, more with Samantha Brown. There's Travel Myths right after this break here on Live. We'll be right back.
We're back with Samantha Brown, who is debunking and sometimes proving our travel myths. Okay, so
jet lag.
We heard jet lag can be cured by sleeping a lot.
You don't want to sleep when you get to your destination. You want to get on that schedule.
Because you feel like you want to sleep.
You do.
Right?
And so here's my tip. Two days before I travel anywhere internationally, I abstain from all caffeine, get it out of my system. Then I arrive at the destination. I want a coffee, no coffee. At 12 o'clock, I want a coffee, no coffee. 2 o'clock, I'm gonna fall asleep on the sidewalk. That's when I allow
Coffee.
myself two espressos. It hits my system. I go for the rest of the day. This is not doctor approved. This is Samantha Brown travel proof.
How many people murder their spouse
Yes.
before they get that coffee?
That's true. That's not good
Have
for
you
marriage.
done that data? Let me know how that goes when you find
All
out.
right, the next travel myth is that if you take a tour, you'll be hurt. You'll be like cattle.
No,
basically.
I love tours, and here's why I love tours. They're mom's best friend. Moms have to do all the planning. We hold all the responsibility for everyone's happiness. Let someone else do it. Train tours are the best. Moms get to zone out, and kids think they're an amusement park ride. Train tours. There you go.
That's actually a great train tour.
Train
is great.
tours, yeah.
Also, if you're traveling to like museums, pony up the cash and hire an expediter. Have you heard of expediters?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
They
I didn't know museums
They
had
expedite.
them, though.
Museums take you to, they're like, you want to see the masterpieces? And I'm like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
why are we here?
Okay.
And then they take you to the masterpieces. They give you all of these facts and things that you would not know on your own. They're kind of like docents. They are docents.
Great tip.
But it's like,
Did not know that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
much faster. Okay.
Trading tips.
Fact or fiction? Locals always know the best restaurants, hotels, and tourist sites.
I still think but I still think you need to be strategic in who you ask. So, for instance, when I'm at a hotel, I always ask the night staff, where's the best place for breakfast? Because they know. I don't want the highfalutin spot, right? I just want a good plate of eggs, bacon, and toast. They're going to know that. If I'm in a playground when my kids were young, I would always ask parents, is this what I should do? The thing about locals is you're not just going for what you should do, you're going for the nuance, right? You're going for, is there a better time for me to arrive? Is there a better date for me to go? That's what a local's going to know.
Okay, depending on the local. Next myth, is it better to do currency conversions at your local bank or airport before
No, definitely.
international travel?
Definitely never. Just get money. It's really easy. When you arrive at an airport, just get it at the ATM at the arrivals hall at
Be
that
done.
airport. You want to avoid any machine that says foreign exchange. They look very different. It's a machine that's going to give you very bad conversion rate and a big fee. So it says foreign exchange, avoid it. ATM, that's the one
Just
you
go
want.
to the ATM.
Just an ATM and
Okay.
just use it.
And we hear about this all the time before you travel. But, you know, when you travel with children, you won't afterwards. Like this,
You won't have kids
you
afterwards?
won't have,
Yeah.
you won't ever travel again.
Especially if you use my jet lag tip.
I don't believe that's true because by
Yes.
law I had
No.
to take my kids with me. I could not leave them home alone. I'm like, what myth is this? Is this a myth written by a man? That's a man myth.
I love it. I love it. Okay, this is a total myth. And one thing, it's important that you do travel with your kids, all right? A child psychologist once told me the most beautiful thing, that travel memories for a child are stronger than any other of their memories in life, even their birthdays or graduations. And one of the reasons why this is so is that when you travel with a kid, it allows them to see you be a kid.
Interesting.
And what that does for their sense
Yeah.
of love and security.
All right.
Travel.
Thank you for the
Thank
tips.
you.
We'll be right back.